I have seen quite a number of Adele performances in my life, but I have not seen this one, so I thought it would be a great thing to break down vocally. She's a terrific vocalist, very inspiring performer and everything, so let's watch this and talk about it, shall we?
There ain't no gold in this river that I've been washing my hands in forever.
So actually, it doesn't sound like there's that much compression on the mic. I was thinking because of the little bit more of an intimate, quiet vocal that they might have that kind of cranked up so that you can hear every little subtlety. But I mean, she sounds great. One of the things that's always intimidating when I see her perform, and I guess that is the level of megastar that she became, is just how confident she seems to be on stage. Like how confident she can start out a song and just seem to be like, just completely like, I got this shit. She really has such an energy with that.
I know there is hope in these waters, but I can't bring myself to swim when I am drowning in this silence, baby, let me in.
So, what can we take away from what we heard right here? We can back up a tad. But in terms of like vocal performance, like what are some of the main things that I'm hearing or that I would want to talk about and break down? A lot of times things come to airflow, and I don't want to get boring and redundant and talk about the same stuff, but as we can continue to pay attention to literally just airflow, we're conducting our body like an instrument, like a wind instrument, which it is in this case. The barrel that is your chest and everything is this open bagpipe type of thing, and then we're pushing through the reed that is our vocal cords and kind of getting in touch with what that feels like. Instead of taking all of the vulnerability and the emotional, do I sound good, and the pitch and all that kind of stuff, if we've done enough work where those things should be sat by the wayside, and that does take some real time and effort, but then we learn how to conduct this kind of instrument and move it back and forth. There ain't no gold in this river. So it doesn't really matter. I know I'm in a different key, but I'm not a female. But right there, it doesn't matter how loud or quiet I'm going. I'm literally just kind of utilizing airflow to a different degree. There ain't no gold in this river that I've been washing my hands. So let's hear her. I want you to try to embody the feeling that she has in her body while she's doing it. Something that sounds strange, but I want you to listen to where you hear the voice coming from. Do you just hear it coming from her neck? That's what a beginner would say. Like, it's coming from her head. But no, where if you really listen, you can hear when she's singing more from the stomach, when she's kind of backing off. And this whole thing is where somebody can sing from. Go is me singing up here. In some ways, yes, you're going to hear my vocal cords here, but you're going to hear me really up here. Go, go. Then you can really hear my stomach right there. So those are some things to keep in mind as we move forward with this. And I'm backing up a tad just so we can kind of tap back into it with that knowledge in mind or that idea in mind.
I've been washing my hands in forever.
Especially when she dropped off there. Forever. Because she's really kind of like stuck in the diaphragm. Then I've been washing my hands forever. And then backing off a tad.
I know there is hope.
And there again, beautiful wind instrument. I know that's her diaphragm kicking in right away. In terms of lessons to take away from this, man, that's one of the most important ones right there. Ha is me accessing diaphragmatic support, and I'm actually using a small forcible exhale, and you're hearing my stomach go, bloop, and then grab a hold of the note. I know there is hope. Listen to it one more time.
I know there is hope in.
And I love the way she uses her hands. She's not somebody that's running around the stage, but her hands and her energy and like her charisma, everything comes through, man.
These waters, but I can't bring myself to swim when.
So there we have some crying going on. Don't worry, I'm not going to stop that much in this video, but we have, let's go back.
Bring myself to
Now I'm going to be crying more because I'm higher in my range. And bring myself, oh, that little bit of crying. It also is foreshadowing, telling you I'm going to be moving up higher here soon, and that cry is coming in, and it makes people start to feel emotional and come along with you. Where are we going? We're going to get emotional, goddammit. Here we go.
To swim when I am drowning in this silence, baby. Let me in. Go easy, hug me, baby.
So some interesting little breaks there, whether she was completely warmed up for this performance and perfectly, you got one song to do it perfectly. That's not easy in terms of pressure. But again, such a thing to take away there of owning the performance, owning your space, owning yourself, just how she's such in her power. Again, I'm not sure. I've never seen live at the NRJ. Everybody's got an award now. I don't fucking know what that is. I don't know if there's a bunch of people sitting there watching her. I have no idea. But again, just watching her step into that is so inspiring to me.
I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me.
Love that. I love the twang right there. And again, with the hands, it makes it even so much better. So let's listen to one thing here. So let's listen to, can you tell right there where her trills are coming from? Is it right there? It was pretty much from my neck, but then we can do it from the stomach too. Heal the world around me. I hear it from her stomach. So let's listen to it one more time. Those are ways to learn how to do trills. And then you could, if you're a little bit louder, you're probably going to be doing it more from there. But you have somebody like Billie Eilish who's mostly controlling her voice from and doing a lot of little micro movements up here. But listen one more time. Again, listen for her stomach. So she was sitting right here, almost right above her diaphragm. And then again, we have this world around me, which is such a great inflection. There's always some soulful, cool black dude playing piano in this. I just can't imagine the fucking nerves that guy has either. Like, you're playing with Adele right now. Don't fuck it up. But it's always some kind of cool looking dude like that that's like, I got this, man. Okay, let's continue.
There ain't no room.
Classic Adele thing there. By the way, a cool part of this, by the way, as a rock singer and stuff, if you didn't know, is that Adele was one of Ozzy Osbourne's favorite singers. Don't believe me? Look that shit up. I love when she pulls in things like that and really adds that ooh kind of sound. She does that a lot, and it's a stylistic thing for her, but it also just opens the throat. Oh, ooh, and really pulling everything in. I was just talking to one of my Turkish students today, and he was talking about a sound that they have in their language that pulls the lips in like this, and that he was talking to a friend about that helping opening the throat. Yes, it can help open the throat. When we talk about things like verticality, oh, it helps to keep everything open. Even if you're just trying to perpetuate it from the front, oh, like this, it will help you to kind of control the back, oh, like this, and keep things open.
For things to change when we are both so deeply stuck in our ways.
There's the emotion. She's able to tap into that emotion. Again, the hands are telling part of the story as well, but you can tell that she means that shit.
Deeply stuck in our ways.
Stuck in our ways. Again, too high for me to just jump into that, but you can really kind of feel when she says that stuff.
You can't deny.
Ooh, let's hear what that is. So that's an A for deny. You can't deny. Oh, fully to her stomach. And just a wonderful, wonderful note there. Hey, if you want to learn more how to do stuff like this and you want to learn how to tap into your foundation and sing like this, man, it's been such a long journey that I've been teaching this stuff, and it took me so long to learn how to sing from the body and start to learn how to do these things. I put some of that information together, and you can actually join my free course by clicking the link in the description or the link in the pinned comment.
You can't deny how hard I've tried. I changed who I was to put you both first, but now I give up.
Ah, so nice there. Almost like a pure operatic, complete diaphragmatic connection. I did a challenge on my Patreon not that long ago where I was getting people to try to learn how to do that. I watched Ace Ventura growing up, like many of you did. And he has a moment where he says, just one more thing. And he does that thing with the door. Like, if this is double pane soundproof glass, how could I do this? And he goes, ah, nah. And a wonderful moment until you kind of try to do it and you realize, oh shit, that's like a skill. Like, that's really hard to do. Right there, learning how to do that. We're not even talking about across like your bridge and across like a mix and all that kind of stuff, but even going and learning how to sit into a note like that and actually kind of operatically sing is not a skill that most people just come out of the womb having. But here we just hear her beautiful connection to it.
To put you both first, but now I give up.
Did you hear her dive into her stomach there? Ooh. I teach this in terms of having this entire range here above the, you can't see it in the camera, above the navel and right under the sternum. We have this whole area we can push from, and we can learn how to sit in and learning how to dive into that.
Go ease on me, baby. I was still a child.
Love that right there. How open she was for "I was still a child." One more time.
I was still a child.
I was still a child. The difference there adds such a playfulness to the song, like such a wonderful energy to the chorus, because it could all just be belted, but there was "I was still a child," and it gets to pull back and forward and back.
Didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do. And so go easy.
So there's something to talk about with Adele as well. In terms of how people connect with her and how people cheer for her and how people sing along with her. This is not something that happens with everybody. It happens a little bit with Chris Stapleton. It happens with some big performers. But there's people that just have like these holy shit voices. And then sometimes it comes along with a charisma and an energy where people are just, they feel so connected to that performer on a human level. You know, there's people like, you know, Steven Tyler or something like that are just completely incredible performers and writers and singers, like some of the best in the world. But when you hear them sing, there aren't people that are connected by like heartstrings, like to that person. They might have great songs and all this kind of stuff, but there's something that happens with somebody like Adele. Is it because maybe she has more of a normal energy when she goes into interviews? She doesn't have this better than thou kind of thing, and she seems very humble and personable. You know, I don't know what it is. But yeah, there's something that comes across that just makes you in her arena. Like it puts you in that same playing field with her. And like if she misses a note, if she slips, if she does this, whatever it does, like it doesn't fucking matter at all. You're just like, this is great. I want to be your friend. Isn't that amazing? Like, can we all cultivate that? I don't think we can. But it's kind of a lesson in being humble and having humility and then also having the balls to completely step into your power. And I definitely think there's a special thing about it being a woman and stepping into an empowered place as a woman, because the music industry is dominated, like most things, by men all the time. So there's definitely a connective piece there, I think, as well.
I
that was again. I think that's probably an A. So that's a high C. Yeah, which is high. And she's still in chest, by the way. I'm way over my chest range there, but it's the same kind of stuff applying there. You can see how wide she opened if you're trying to practice and learn how to do this stuff. She's really trying to open all that back up so that she doesn't close it off, and she has the throat open and everything. We don't always need to do that, but it is something that helps perpetuate a lot of people opening the throat. If I went, I could do it in a lot of different ways, but it does help to kind of go like this. So I feel like her voice is a little bit rough here in terms of I hear her falsetto is a little bit fatigued and a little bit messed up. I mean, she's still able to sing her ass off and she sounds great, but throughout a lot of the performance, I can hear a little bit of leaking air throughout her falsetto where she might have been having just, a little bit of an off day, things like that. Does anybody remember when she came out of the gate, with like the big song she was doing and that she was a smoker? And I think I read in an interview that she was like, I would rather lose my voice than have to give up smoking. And then she lost her voice and had to get surgery. I don't think she smokes anymore, but so many of us were just like, what? What the fuck? And and then she has a team of people like, helping her with her voice all the time now.
I had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me.
So, a great performance. What more can I say? I hope you enjoyed following along with me and talking about some of these things. I'm coming up with some what we'll call evergreen artists that I can talk about every Friday. Just people that are really terrific and have been for a long time. Because there's new music coming out all the time, but I don't really catch wind of it as often. And I would sometimes rather learn from the greats and the masters. And she's definitely has a masterful kind of energy on stage and a masterful voice in a lot of ways. And she doesn't have to sing that high. She doesn't have to do this. She just is able to tell a story and really able to connect with people. And I fucking dig it. So again, if you want to learn more how to do this type of stuff, you can download my free course. It's in the link and the pinned comment. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll talk to you guys soon. If you have suggestions of evergreen artists you think I should cover that are just, obviously there's the Cornells of the world and Steven Tyler's and all kinds of different stuff. But yeah, if you have somebody that you think would be amazing for me to talk about, let me know.